かな。はい、ということで、冤罪の少年を助けに行こうかなと思ってます。やっぱここ、焚き火もあったの？あ、そう。焚き火には寄っていきたいよね。シンプルに。あんまりこう難しく考えなくても焚き火だけは解放しておきたい。
Stash this away for later.
いいね、アロイ。登ってアロイ。もっとこっち？違えた、ジャンプじゃない。クレーンのやつとかって撃ったら落ちたりすんの？落ちるんだ。破片はでも食らってくんないんだ。食らえよ。遠慮すんなよ。えい。あとはこれもいい場所にいる？あ、ずれてるわ。じゃあこれは動かないね。おお、どうもどうも。びっくりしたわ。おう、どうも。おお。なんか全員集合してる。なんだ、どうしたどうした。まる自分たちが仲間だと思ってるやつがいるやつは敵だぞ。あー、なんか罠置いてもうた。罠置いてもうた。そんなつもりは全くなかった俺。でも死んでくれた。それはいい。遠距離攻撃やめろっちゅう。ああ。怖いわ。みんなして俺を襲ってきて。やめてけれ。まだでもなんかあれだな、警戒中のやつがいるっぽいな。いいよそんな。平和的に行こう、平和的に。おお、いたわ。なぜか逃げてってくれたよ。戦いたいんでしょ、でもお前どうせ。どこだい？どこ行ったあいつ。あ、いた。しっかり殺しておくよ。チャージャー。あ、これ置くの？拾い終わったんかしら。まだな気がする。 れだったわ。ほんと？そしたらそれはそれでって感じ。遊ぼうぜー。
Pack's full, but my
オ
stash
ーバー
isn't.
ドローっていうのがよくわかんないな。多分オーバードローってそのコイルつけようと思ってもオーバードローのあれがとかっていうだけだよ、多分書いてるのね。オーバードロー使用時のっつって。オーバードローってなんだい？スキルなのか？
You can use that trip caster I gave you here. It'll be a spark and a hoot.
あはもらったもんね、確かにね。この人からね。とりあえず、これができたので、彼を一回救出しに行きましょう。ってとこやな。こっちじゃないのさ。
Come on then.
Come on.
Where's Errand?
彼のとこに行く近道がないんだのかね。助けに来たぞ。
She's back.
Aloy,
She's back.
did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar? He might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man.
Congratulations.
I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know
I can
you
fight.
can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom.
You should enjoy your freedom.
Take them out, Savior.
Oh, スキルポイント2はでかい。それはでかい。何取りに行くかな。スタミナ回復？武器のスタミナか。あ、取ってんのか。ああ、義勇ゲージが早く溜まる。確かにいいじゃないですか。集中回復。なるほど。なぜだ？これ取ってないのか。なるほど。まあ、重火器強いよね。なんだ。ハリスキ爆弾。あー、なるほど。採取できる数が増える。それはいいですね。ガシガシって感じが。そこまで来るまで結構遠い。ここだと2プか。2が必要か。まあ2取ってこれがなんぼかっていうところか。ああ、こっち下から攻めた方が圧倒的に強いのか、じゃあ。ダウンショット、ウルトラショット。 おー。重火器プラスと、作成上手。いいですね。下から攻めよっかな。これあんまりニート使いたくないし、そんなに。じゃあ、これに使って、はぁ、3だった。なるほど。まあまあまあ、ランク的に強いだろうからな。まあ、ここを行って、こっちからこう、みたいな感じで攻めていきたいな。まあ、結局、狩人でしょ。サイドクエスト追加。多分、こっちじゃないだろう。あっちだろう。どこどこ進行不可俺が記録してなかった。やっぱそうだよね。めっちゃそっち。なので、これは一旦置いといていいので、メインクエストを進めましょう。のぞー。
Your impatience does not hasten the Tanakh, Nora.
Only our annoyance.
また迷惑の同級道。ムカつくね。もう行くわ。
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely
It's
not.
time to go.
This embassy depends on diligent adherence to.
Dude.
You shall not.
Keep telling yourself.
You should not. さあ、どうやって行く？
On a machine.
あれ？来んなって言ったよね。
Open the gates, please.
Open the gate, please.
That gate. That is a direct order.
Sorry, can't do it.
ガールは何しようとしてきたの？
I don't care if it's the government herself. They need shields until that torn road.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
どうしたらいいんだっつって。
Hey, Var.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening?
Orders.
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
Oh, that's it.
Open
Arrest
the
I'd
gate.
like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys.
Are through boys.
Saving the world.
Thank you. ワル君来ん
You
の？
got something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Doesn't matter.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
あら、いい、かっこいいじゃ
Yes,
ん。
I do. We'll see how it goes.
一人でやる予定だったはずだけど、まあまあまあ、ついてきたなら仕方ないか。戦ってくれんだろ、一緒にきっと。おお、早速斧抜いたでおい。やる気満々か？こっちは近距離攻撃ゲロ用だからな。
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold
も
on
う
now.
ずいぶんずいぶん。
Let's take it easy.
敵
None may
いい
walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold!
お、あ、シャープがいた。
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East.
Nora.
And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen?
あ、シャ
Let me
ー
speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
プ。最後なの？あ、そっか。向こうに帰ったら有志じゃなくなるな。最後になっちゃうってことか。
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see,
クソ書いたら許してくれる？
tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret.
確かにそれは大事だね。
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja Sea ink is
入れ墨
decoration.
なの？
For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
かっこいいじゃん。
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
どうかな？まあ一応
I
聞く
guess
か
we
い？
have time.
Very well.
Very well.
I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital.
よく生きてたな。
I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
殺したの？
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kurut,
ハルラット。
thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity.
勝っ
He
たの？
allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
何な
You
のそ
said
れ
the
は？
cool route is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes. But it is no ordinary trial.
ああ、そうなんだ。
It doesn't pit men
あ、でも
against
したら
each other
あれじゃないの？
directly.
アロイもやればいいんじゃない
Instead,
の？
the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the coal route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it. As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. The future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential.
No.
Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Oh. 笛が鳴る？鳴ったのか。
Marshals.
会議開かれるでしょ。
It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No!
いいのか？
The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
意味なくね？待ってもいいけど。
The Karja have opened the gates.
Karja.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
宿敵なんだ。
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh. すごいね、口のところがチェーンソーみたいになってるの。乗っちゃう、乗りたい。
Lancers, form up.
オーバーロードした。火ついてる、火ついてる。
They're riding machines. Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
あー、なるほど。
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up.
どうする？どうする？どうする？撃たれたらもっと止められないよね。
Get to cover.
今抜けちゃった。どうするつもりなのあんたたち。
Archers, keep them back.
こんなに弓引いたらまあ適当に撃っても当たるよきっと。あ、残念。
Run them down.
あ、ちょ。
They're not gonna make it.
シーブが頑張ってくれる？まあ無理だわな。開けたらダメよ。あ、死んだ。そうだね。侵略だったね、完全に。撃て撃て。
I don't have a shot.
お、強い。 は雑魚だった。おお、腹いった。死んだ。アロイ来る？来ない。お、こいつがかっこいい。よいしょ。おお。あー、パシーブ的な。パシャーウだかパシーブ的な。生きてはいる。おお、やばいじゃん。ゴーヤも全滅じゃない？
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center!
お、センター。
Get ready!
Get ready. やらされるわけですね。
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
どうしろっちゅうの？どっからどう戦えばいいの？
Here they come!
これか？あ、全然当たってあった。とりあえず人だけひっぺがせば気持ち楽？ああ、ダメだね。違うのさ、シチュー食べよう。シチューうまいっつって。ただのチャージャーだったら俺もそれは戦える。なんかわけがない俺が。出るかな。おお、当てん。ありがとうよ、当たってくれて。襲いかかったおかげで。うん、外したね。あれ来る？敵の親玉さん？燃えすぎや。強い。あーい、そのくらいで死なない。お、いいね。強い。おお、やばい。強い。マジで言ってんの？俺らしかいないって。おお、こんなのんきなことやってる暇はなかったですよ。わからんって。いきなり乱戦すぎるだろ。こいつわかんねえもんまだ。弱点がどこかとか。じゃあな。これはパンを打ち込むしかない。ああ、バッスルパックみたいなやつ？こいつも乗れるの？バッスルパックみたいな。何したバンクアウトしてくんねえの？ 弱い。これじゃダメだ。ダメージ出てない。確実に数を減らさないとダメだこれ。死ね。ここにいる。んだけど、でも別に敵のボスじゃないよねまだ。入ってくれんの？
You outlanders, I'll skin you both.
親玉直々に？
Grant me the honor of this challenge.
なるほど。
Granted.
いいって。しかも降りて戦うの？強かった。強かった。かっこいい。筋トレしては絶対勝てないぜ。
Better scan it.
そんな余裕ある？そんな余裕ある？
I can break through his shield if I damage it enough.
そりゃそうだろ。回復がない。やっ。
Okay, better.
こういう感じなんだ。
Give it up!
何それ？
There! Now's my chance!
こんなんで戦うのマジで。
You're not stopping me! Shield regenerated!
通常の矢じゃないのがいい。
He's vulnerable!
下手くそ。
I've gotta break that shield!
嘘だろ？なん上手。
Gotta get through that shield.
しゃー。ほいや。されちゃダメか。コーラスか。
Break its guard. He's exposed.
そう、人間は刺さんねえのか。ダメだな、それは弱いをしたら。
That shield's not gonna save you. There, now's my chance.
おお。えい。調べた方が良かったんか。すげえな。
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No.
No, you
It
don't.
was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, Mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshal,
打ち果たしたことになってるのか
slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru.
カーロの首。もう生きてるやつもいる。ああ、そうか、こう潰れてただけだから別に死んではいないもん。あ、腕もともとないのか。
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
あ、結局そいつ死んだのか。死んでなさそうだったけど死んだんだ。おお、エレンド。
I got you.
はてさて、ようやく少し話が進んだけど。ああ、行きたがってたやつら。
It's salvage time, boys.
お前舐めてんの？俺が殺したやつお前らが取んの？おお。シールド手に入る？
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
滑空できるのがいいね。おお。
Aloy.
あ、待っててさ。
We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were
ツルバックに乗れるのいいね。
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
No è pata. Vashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Juarez.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
You said the Tanakh lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tanakh. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Asuram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Asuram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Asuram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
Thank you.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Bye, Mom.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
いいやつだね、結構。あれはそれとして、スキルポイント2、いいですね。スキルポイント2はいいですね。いいけども、まあ多分、全部3で。厳しいね。レベルアッパー。とりあえず弾を補充しますか。邪魔くせえな。シールドウィングは機械の技術を応用し、そのエネルギーを利用した滑空装置。空中で四角を流せれば展開で滑空できる。丸を押せば滑空をやめる。はい。別に作る方が。
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore.
どこかな。
The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades.
あ、やばい、キツネっぽいのいる。
Just maybe.
ごめんね。
It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all.
本当はなんだっけ。
To fix the world. Like
ちゃんとフォーカスで見てからキツネタン殺したかったけど、ここまで俺に余裕がなかったわ。グレイズ。
The woman who led the ambush, Regala. A lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
Kitsinetan. ありがとう、キツネタン。いいキツネタンです。
Didn't work well on armor.
これは取れないかな。全然取り切れてない気すんだよな。こっち側じゃないもんね、メインで取らなきゃいけないの多分。スーパーあんまり多くないね。これなんかに使ってんだよね。一応ついでだしよっていうかぐらいになっちゃうけど。よいしょ。さすがに拾ってる間はなんか特に喋ることよりないね。まあでもこいつら乗れる、結構あれなのは騎乗できる。でもチャージャーさんか。でもなんか乗れる機会が増えてるんだったらそれは嬉しいね。過去に出てきたマシンとかももっとこう乗れるようになってると嬉しいな。おうおうおう。雷 7%。そうだね。こいつは確かに雷だったもんな。よいしょ。 矢を落としてくった。難易度上がってこういうのやるのはかなり厳しいべな。プラズマ耐性4。プラズマとはまた広いね。だってまずはここ行きますか。回収契約者。おう。なのがあるのかい？回収を契約する。よくわかんないな。石しか落ちてねえじゃん。石そんないらんで。お、豆。ほんまや。ヤガラはもうポーチいっぱいだよね。
This must be the salvagers I met in Barren Light. Looks like something's going on.
なんだ、巻物、荒い文字で急いで書かれた報告書。というわけで、言われた通り歌の平原に行って愛想を振りまいってきたぞ。そして、歌りとの取引に関してだが、諦めた方がいいだろうな。まず最初に、あいつらはよそ者を嫌っていて、カージャに関連してあらゆるものに不信感を持っている。無理もないことだが、サンオーアバードと同盟関係にある俺たちにとってこれは大きな障害となる。あいつらの隣人の野蛮族よりは、俺たちオセラムの方が友好的だぞって訴えたんだが、それもあんまりいいやり方じゃなかったみたいだ。あいつらはあいつらで俺たちの知らない条約か何か結んでいるのかもしれない。要はウタラにとって俺たちはテナークスよりも信用できないってわけだ。信じられるか？そして二つ目の理由だが率直に言って、ウタルってのは妙な連中だ。命があるとみなすものを過剰に守ろうとするし、あんたがひどく欲しがってるホップだって例外じゃねえ。植物とかもってことか。あいつらにとっちゃあれはただの作物じゃなくて神聖な何かなんだ。俺たちの薄い汚られた手がそれに触れるってだけで気分が悪くなるってわけさ。そして三つ目に最大の理由はあいつらが、飢餓に瀕しているってことだ。腐食によって作物が攻撃するあいつらのほとんどは肉を食わない。クレームの歯車全部差し出したって残り少ない麦を手放すことはないだろうよ。もう分かっただろうが、ここへの訪問はうまくいかなかった。あんなに多くのしかめっ面拝んだのは俺のいとこがカージャと一緒に逃げた時以来だ。メインスプリングのエールを渡して打ち解けようとしたんだが、興味を示さなかった。あいつらはどんなものを飲むと思う？葉っぱをつけた水だぜ。ありゃまるで泥水だ。まあ実際泥水だろう。葉っぱをつけた水なんだ。ほとんど泥水だ。どれどれ。違うわ、長押しだわ。どれどれ。書物、正確で几帳面な文字で埋まった日誌。回収した分の報酬を受け取った。過去4回の発掘を足したよりも多くの売り上げが1回で手に入った形だ。機械を尽きることはない。鉄くずを1回回収したと思ったらすぐに新しいやつがそこに入れ替わる。回収する物に困る心配は全くないという感じだ。全く火事場の神に感謝したい状況だな。発掘作業で地下に降りたり、体をかがめたり、バールで引っこ抜いたりするのもいい加減きつくなってきた。わしが発明した、これなんだろうね。膝当てじゃないもんね。なんて読むんだめだ。肘当てかわかんないけど。つけてもこの老体には応える作業だ。それに競争も激しい。あのシャドウカージャの連中が遺跡で武器を見つけて以来、山賊やゴロツキンどもはみんな自分たちを無敵にしてくれる何かが見つかるんじゃないかと発掘に来るようになった。たとえ落下や機械によって死ななくても、ああいう役立つ連中に殺される期間がある。かつての遺跡は静かで人もいなく特別な場所だったが、今じゃ連中はあそこを倉庫か何かのように扱っている。もうわしの生きた時代と違うってことなんだろう。だからわしはこの鉄くず場を仕事上にすることにした。若い狩人はいくらでもいるが、わしは発掘家業の中で習得した技術によって機械から高く売れる形で部品を取り出せる。クレームに戻って引退するまで、食いぶちに困ることはないだろう。すごいじゃん、わし。あれ ラレンド、お前か。
If it isn't the savior of Meridian and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Oh, nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barren Light is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Just like you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Laren can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
案外野心家なのか。
You have got to help me.
あら。
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts. And fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here.
あいつ殺すのちょっと大変なんだよね。
Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Counting on you, Aloy. Aloy.
それまでは何も売らないの。はあ。特にいいもん持ってない今のところ。どうしたらシェルウォーカーはどこにいるの？これだってチャージャーでしょ？チャージャーか。わかんないけど。スカイドリフター。クリステルバック。野営地。遠いよね。とりあえずオーバーライズする系？
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt.
どこにあんの？クリステルバーク。どれだ？これ？めっちゃ遠いで。これは近いけど。ラレンドの契約。これの待ち伏せ。まあ、これってことだよね。これはどこにあんの？これもこれ。
Any news on? Yeah, of course.
I should get
good luck. So Karuf takes his time.
よくわかんねえな。とりあえずこれ、でもこれさ、遠いじゃん。ね。まあ、どうだかね。まあいいか。タイミングいいし、ここで一回やめますか。よし。はい。じゃあやめます。どうもありがとうございました。